Hi, I'm Ben Solti, Director of Sales for the Commercial Division of Banner Solutions. My goal is to work with all of our manufacturers as well as customers to make sure that we have the right sales strategy throughout our organization and provide customers with the best solutions possible.
Hi, I'm Amy Musanti, Director of Sustainability for ASSA ABLOY Door Security Solutions. Every day, I spend my time working with our teams across the country to focus on how we can incorporate sustainability into our products and processes and bring those solutions to an incredibly demanding and progressive market. We've seen a change in the way that we use products to contribute to green building certifications. And the WELL building standard focuses on that and takes a look at, how can we make these environments better for the people within the building, and how can we work more closely with manufacturers and their partners to incorporate better products into these environments, draw more people, more tenants into these buildings, and make it a more beneficial space for not only the people in the building, but the building owner as well.
The increase in buildings that are meeting the WELL standards, and the requests now from the end users that we actually end up working with, whether it's a contractor that's providing the solutions to those end users. They're starting to see an increase in requests for sustainable solutions that help them meet these standards, because number one, it's been proven that they're receiving higher occupancy rates, and because of that, you're now also going to receive higher rent rates in those buildings that are meeting those standards. So ultimately, developers, general contractors, they're looking at this as this is a way for us in the future to be a differentiator and to be able to bring in more people, make more money on those facilities, and also have a great message about the building and meet those criteria that they're setting for themselves and for the people that are in those buildings. It's becoming more and more important. Whether or not they understand that those locks were produced in a sustainable way or that there's a recycling program behind it, the reality is it's an important story overall. As you see the age group of people that are moving into those buildings, it's becoming more and more important, and that's going to carry developers and their message of where we're going to do business. And so we want to make sure that our customers, the contractors that we work with, also understand that and understand why they may be getting increased requests for this information, because it's going to be more and more important. This is not something that's going away.
The age-old saying is what gets measured gets done, and that is no different in this case too. We have spent a lot of time understanding that we need to make some big changes as far as sustainability is concerned. With global reach comes global responsibility. It's very difficult to implement change if you don't have a starting point, though. There are many impacts that are measurable when it comes to sustainability, like reductions in our operating footprints, water, energy, waste diversion from landfill. But impacts can also be measured in very small, everyday progress as well. And so that's something that we want to take into consideration, to have smaller, achievable milestones along the way. And that kind of keeps the morale up, and that keeps everyone focused on the larger goal at hand. It's really difficult to pinpoint one or the most important change in products or processes. At ASSA ABLOY, we've had a number of initiatives over the years as it pertains to sustainability, both large and small. Some of the changes can be as small as setting up a recycling program at a manufacturing site that also incorporates a team of office employees, and just incorporating education around recycling so that we can work on that at the site, and then our employees can take that information and incorporate that at home as well. Other changes as far as sustainability is concerned have been much larger and more globally driven, such as signing on to a commitment for science-based targets, setting 5-year commitments to make reduction in energy, water, and waste reduction. I would say also, as it pertains to sustainability, one of the greatest impacts that we've been able to make is educating and advocating around sustainability with our internal teams. When we are starting to identify our sourcing and manufacturing partners, we take into consideration 2 key elements, and that is responsibility and transparency. That is something that's important for the industry overall. It's something that's incredibly important to ASSA ABLOY as a global manufacturer. You know, the data that comes from our partners is from every area of the value chain. So we're taking a look at our impact when we extract raw materials, when we're transporting it, when we're taking a look at packaging, manufacturing, the product in its use phase, the product when it's reached the end of its life, and what that footprint looks like as well. And so when we're identifying our sourcing and manufacturing partners, we're not just thinking about that partner and how we're using them for the extraction of raw materials, but what does that look like when those materials have reached the end of their life in that product? And do we have partners that are also taking that into consideration through every step of the value chain? And so we have customers that challenge us to provide very detailed information regarding the ingredients and the impacts of our product. And we relay that same challenge to our sourcing and manufacturing partners so that we have an aligned front and we keep very much in touch with parallel sustainability goals. When we're looking for the attributes of distribution partners, we certainly aspire to have partners with parallel sustainability drivers and goals. We also realize and appreciate that sustainability is very much a new initiative for many of the people that we're doing business with. And I will tell you, as a sustainability director, no one struggles more with sustainability than I do, because we're constantly looking for new ways to be innovative. We're constantly looking for new ways to support our distribution partners in the daily challenges that they face, which sometimes have nothing to do with sustainability. And so, I think it's important to keep in mind that sustainability is one thread or one piece of the puzzle that we're all facing. But if we can frame sustainability for our distribution partners in a positive light, that can be very helpful. So we take the time to acknowledge that sustainability is an important driver, and then ask what we can do to help them become better versed in the subject. And, that's going to depend on who we're speaking with versus, if it's a salesperson versus an estimator or specification writer. But overall, what it comes down to is this spirit of continuous improvement and how important that can be to say, we understand that sustainability is important to our distribution partners. It's important to us. And how can we do a little bit every single day to educate ourselves, to incorporate sustainability into our daily conversations, and to make sustainability a relevant topic for every stakeholder in the project process, not just the person that wears the sustainability hat.
At Banner Solutions, some of the things that we really think of when we're looking at manufacturers and the people that we partner with to go to market is really, I think a couple things. Number one, partners that are continuously innovating because our customers' needs are changing. And we want to be working with manufacturers that are investing in areas that, really are aware of the customers and are seeing the change that they need for safety, security. The other thing is, we look at partners that are investing in initiatives like sustainability, and one that Amy's, really leading the charge there, because it shows that they've got a, really high moral compass. And that's something that's really foundational for us as well, to partner with people that are investing in those types of solutions that are also, helping the environment and helping our customers for a safer and secure world. And due to the relationship that we have with ASSA ABLOY, it really allows us to bring new solutions and bring some new concepts to customers that, we may not be able to touch on a regular basis, or may not see at a trade show. And I think that starts to translate down, and it starts to trickle down into the customers. So for us, in our values, we want to make sure that we're partnered with people that are in alignment with what our values are too. Whether it's our ability to reduce packaging when we are shipping materials, or whether it's just offering the content that ASSA ABLOY has to partners so that they're aware of the solutions that we can provide that are sustainable. I think it's continually something that we want to make sure it's as a differentiator that we also are positioned well with. And so, we do a lot of work on what's important for us, and making sure that we are a sustainable company. But utilizing ASSA ABLOY's efforts, they've invested a lot into the products and the resources there. So it's really important for us to have partners like them that are able to translate what really is important when it comes to the solutions that end users are going to be using. So in the future, I think some of the things that you can expect from Banner Solutions is a continued focus on education. Education is a very important process for us to bring to the channel. There's some great resources out there from major manufacturers. ASSA ABLOY has got some great training that's available, but that's something that we're going to be bringing into the market. So whether or not it's our HL Flake or Banner Solutions show in Houston, that's a really great opportunity. But the other thing is bringing a lot of this content digitally to the customers that may not have an opportunity to see us face to face. So it's a really good question, and something that obviously we've started down this journey of creating content and working closer with ASSA ABLOY and Amy. And it's really important for us to, we have to kind of start that conversation and dig it a little bit deeper with our sales organization. And it's something that we've started doing. So, it's never too late to start. And, that's something that now we're really taking a look at everything that we're offering to both our internal teams, so that we're well versed in what solutions are available, and also what our customers know about sustainability, and understanding where it's impacting them and where it could impact them in the future, and then know that they've got a partner in us and in ASSA ABLOY that can provide solutions and be a business partner that walks the walk and talks the talk, right? That we're both hand in hand bringing that message to the channel partners that we work with.
Besides sustainability being the right thing to do for any customer, we promote it because for our customers, sustainability can be utilized as a strategic business enabler. And that is a point that we really try to drive home is, number one, we always want to do the right thing. But two is be competitive and stay competitive and utilize sustainability as a talking point, as a strategic business enabler. So focusing on sustainability and sustainable business practices demonstrates to an incredibly demanding industry that your company is not only responsible, but leading the way and can be an incredible resource and value to their customers that come to them with specific questions around sustainability. This is a complex topic. We all work with very complex, heavily configured products, long project timelines. And then once you do bring sustainability into the mix, there is an additional layer of complexity. So it's really important for our customers to be very forward with their stakeholders to say, hey, we know that this is important to you. We know that you probably have questions around it. We know that you're busy, and we're here for you as a resource when it comes to your questions around sustainability, data, documentation, education, and advocacy.